Hey everybody, welcome to my Python 3 for Beginners tutorial. Before we can get started with Python, we actually have to download it to our computers. So you're going to want to go to python.org and then click Downloads right here. Now, python.org, you'll see this they have a really nice page, and there's all different kinds of things you can go to. I would suggest that you kind of look around and get a feel for Python a little bit. But if you just click on the Downloads link right there in the menu, you'll see that it brings you up to where you can download the latest version for Windows. Now, I'm on a Windows 10 computer. Any version of Windows, I believe from 7 on up, should work with this. It may work with XP as well. I'm not sure. But you'll see right now, at the time of this recording, 3.6.4 is the current latest one, and whatever it is, whenever you're watching this, this is the one you're going to want to download. There is this one as well, but this is for Python 2. We're actually doing Python 3. So this is the one you're going to want to get. Now, if you don't have Windows and you go to downloads, you'll see they also have a Mac OS 10 version, and they have other platforms. If you click on the other platforms, you'll see that you have ones for the IBM i, iOS, Solaris, different ones for Unix, and it'll tell you where you can get those. And so it is multi-platform. Now you can also go here, go to all releases, and you can also see all the different releases if for whatever reason in the future you ever wanted to download a different version. And it goes all the way back to 2.0.1, which was actually from 2001. And then it goes up to the latest version, which was December 19th of this year, 2017. So just a few days ago. So once you have Python downloaded, and again, it'll just download like a normal file. You'll just click here. It'll download, and then you can go to your downloads folder, or if you have the little thing come up at the bottom of your browser, you can just click on it and just follow the instructions to download it. Now, what you are going to get with Python when you download it is something called idle. Idle is kind of like an IDE, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. But really what idle really is like a shell, because when you type stuff, it doesn't let you go to the next line without processing that line. So if I just went to something simple like 3 plus 4, it's automatically going to do the math and put 7 right here, instead of allowing me to just do multiple things on multiple lines before running it. So because of that, this isn't always ideal. This is fine if you want to maybe just test a certain command or function that's on one line. But it's not really ideal for what we're going to be doing. So we're going to use something called Pycharm. So to go get Pycharm, all you have to do is go to Google and type in Pycharm. It should be the first one that comes up, and it's actually made by a company called JetBrains. I think that's a pretty cool name. So it's at jetbrains.com/Pycharm. You'll click on that, and don't mind my slow internet, it's working kind of slow today for whatever reason. And then you'll click download now when you get to their page, and the page should look like this. I don't know that they're going to change it. It's been like this for a while. So you just click download now, and you'll see two versions, the professional and the community. The community is the free open source one, and that's the one we want. So if you download that and follow the instructions to install it, it'll install, and then it's going to ask you when you install it for a place to save your projects. You can save it wherever you would like. I have one on my C drive called Python Projects. You can save it to your My Documents, wherever you want to save it. But you should save it somewhere where you know where they're at, where you can access them easily. The other thing you'll notice with Pycharm is they have a Mac OS and a Linux version as well. So it is cross-platform, which is great. So once you do that, you're going to want to run Pycharm, and you can do that in Windows simply by typing Pycharm, and this will come up. Or if you know where it's at on your start menu, like if I would have just went here, I could have went like that and just clicked on it right there. Give it a minute. For some reason it takes a little bit to start sometimes, at least on my computer. Now you'll see this is what it looks like when it comes up. And when we get here, we're going to want to go to Create New Project. Now when we get here, you'll see this where it says Location. If you hit this button right here, it'll allow you to choose a different location if you would like to save this somewhere different. but in this case I have it in my C drive in my Python projects. So we're going to call this project 1. So we'll just type project 1 there, and we'll hit create. Alright, that error you saw come up down here was actually because I already had a project 1 created. So I deleted it, and I'm going to do it again just to show you what it looks like. So here it says location directory is not empty. That's that error we were seeing, but actually it is now. So if I go here, I can do project 1 again, and now it'll actually create it like it's supposed to. So I'll click create, and you'll see here that it's creating a virtual environment. This is going to take a few minutes sometimes, or it might be a few seconds depending on how fast your computer is. The other thing you're going to notice when you run Pycharm for the first time, it's going to ask you what theme you want. There's going to be a white theme and a dark theme, and that's personal preference. It doesn't matter. I prefer the dark theme. If you prefer the white theme, you can go with that as well. It doesn't matter. It'll still work the exact same way, and it'll look the same. The colors will just be different. Okay, so when it gets done creating the environment, what you should see is something that looks like this. Now we're almost done setting up our first project. The last step we have to do here before we're ready to start coding in Python is we come over here to where it's highlighted. If this isn't highlighted, highlight it, and then you need to right click on it. And when you right click on it, it's going to bring up a menu. Go to New, Python File. Now just so we can stay consistent with our naming, we're just going to name this one Project 1 as well. And click OK. Now you'll see it created this project1.py, and it says it right here as well. And now you'll see there's a blinking cursor here. So now Pycharm is ready for us to start writing Python code. So in the next video, we're actually going to jump in and start writing some Python. All right, I'll see you there.